There's some stuff about the 70s that I want to go over that I didn't touch on last time, and so that's my bad. So in 1970, Ruth Handler was diagnosed with breast cancer. She had a modified radical mastectomy, which left her feeling stripped of her femininity. On having a mastectomy in 1970, Ruth Handler said, "Breast cancer destroyed my self confidence. The image of myself was shattered. I wanted to retain that soft femininity, but to me, losing a breast was such a terrible blow to my self esteem." She struggled to find good, accurate, and even breast prosthetics, so she made her own and founded a company called Nearly Me. She says, "I rebuilt my self esteem and I rebuilt the self esteem of others. Helping other women became the answer to helping myself. I regained my self esteem." Nearly Me served many women, including First Lady at the time, Betty Ford. "When I conceived Barbie," Ruth said, "I believe it was important for little girls' self-esteem to play with a doll that has breasts. Now I find it even more important to return that self-esteem to women who have lost theirs." In 1974, both of the Handlers were forced to resign as Ruth Handler was under investigation for fraudulent financial reports. In 1978, Ruth Handler was convicted for false reports to the Securities and Exchange Commission because she'd been reporting more sales than they had been making. This was in order to look better to current and future investors. She pleaded no contest and was fined $57,000. She was also sentenced to 2,500 hours of community service. She blamed her illness for making her, quote, unfocused. Ruth said, "I like to think of my life as an impossible dream. I've had a lot of nightmares, but I've always been able to pick up and move on." She also said, "There's still a lot of fight in me, and perhaps the fight's the thing." The Handlers were still a part of Mattel, but they took much more of a back seat. On Life After Mattel, Ruth is quoted as saying, "I couldn't just screech to a halt after racing my whole life." And at the age of 78, she said, "I've been proving myself my whole life. I still am."